another game in the rain. Just again, what were your initial thoughts on the walk-off win?
Fantastic. I mean, we were able to, get a Friday night win. It's hard to do, and I was proud of the team's resiliency. I thought they continued to play. We got out of a couple of big spots. I thought Cole Stokes got out of a big spot. I thought Santi got out of a big spot. So I thought Grayson threw the ball exceptionally well tonight. Overall, good to have a win on a Friday night.
Obviously, Jack drops that one in right, but would Grayson have come out if he had gotten that out, or was that just because they were two on, you wanted a different look, or would he have stuck in to
he was going to be coming out. Santi was ready for the leadoff guy. We just didn't know if we were going to get to him before the leadoff guy or not.
What else did you see from Grayson today? I think he had 8 strikeouts on the day. Just what did you see from him?
I mean, I thought he pitched really well. He was in command of the ball. He's thrown 4 pitches for strikes. Had a critical pickoff on the 3-2 run and hit where, or steal attempt by their guy, and he had a critical pickoff in that spot. He's just in command of the game.
With Parker, is he fully ramped up? Is he ready to go back now? Like, is he ready to play
They're
every day
all 100%.
now? Thank you.
Drew Smith, too?
Everybody's 100%, yeah.
You mentioned before, Santi's a guy who could be an MLB bullpen arm. Just again, another standout outing today. Just how nice is it to have somebody in the left side of the bullpen like that?
Just it's the toughest thing probably that we have right now is the fact that when you look at the pitching staff, you don't have a bunch of guys that have been out there for 2-3 seasons. It's very talented players, very talented arms that are getting out there for the first time in the Division I level. So you can't discount the experience that they're getting, the experience that they, you'd feel a lot better if they were coming back as an All-American after a year or two. And these guys are really talented, and they're just gaining kind of on-the-job experience as we go.
When Parker, you bring him up there to pinch hit there in that spot, what do you say to a guy when he's going to take his first at-bat in an Oregon uniform and it's got the chance to win the game for you?
Nothing. That kid's a stud. He just needs, he just is needed to get healthy in our lineup.
Walsh has that 2 RBI single to tie it, or give you the lead earlier in the game. Then he gets a hit by pitch. Obviously, he's out in the bunt attempt, but to go lefty-lefty on that 2 RBI single, just what do you see from him today?
Old at-bat, old at-bats when we needed it. Didn't try to do too much, and I was proud of Jacob. In the past, maybe he would have been a different player. And credit to Jacob and the coaches, Coach Mark, getting him ready to hit in that situation, and he executed, and he came through for us big.
Three-hit day for Chase. What's it like injecting him back into this lineup?
Well, he's a tough kid. His makeup is off the charts. Comes from an unbelievable family. And he can hit. He sprays the ball everywhere. He's got some pop in the bat. That's why he did so well in Cape Cod League this last summer. He's a really good player, and he's been out now for 15 games or whatever it's been, and now he's back in there, which is great to have him.
Do you think Mason's home run was getting out?
No, I didn't. He's super talented, and it doesn't surprise me that it did. I mean, he hit a lot of balls out in BP over there, and so he was actually working on doing it in batting practice. I don't think he was getting any of them out in BP, and then he did in the game.
Shadak, what do you think of him today? Obviously, a guy that you said could top out at 100.
I don't think he was throwing his best stuff, but he had probably his best command of the year. His fastball wasn't as high as it's been in the last couple of outings. At least that's just what our scoreboard had, and a lot of times that's off. But I'd have to look at the metrics later on and see what it was like. But he was throwing 4 pitches for strikes, which I don't think in his other outings he was able to do as effectively as he was. I think that's a big time arm as a freshman. And then the old kid at the end, the lefty at the end, that's their best bullpen arm, and we were able to beat him, which is not an easy task. And you saw why he's really good. He's got a heck of an arm. And these guys, they're going to run out 2 more starters and other bullpen guys that have bazookas, and they're young. I mean, these guys have arms.